Imagine walking. You have been walking for weeks. The group left the valley when the animals moved north and you followed. The grass under your feet is still brown. The sky is still gray. But something is different today. The air has a smell you have never encountered before. Cold, sharp, cleaner than anything you have ever breathed. And then you come over a ridge and stop. The world below you is white. Not the pale yellow of dry grass, not the gray of rock. White. Completely, impossibly. Entirely white. Tiny white pieces drifting down from the sky and disappearing the moment they touch your skin. You have never seen this before. Nobody in your group has. There is no word for it. There is no story about it. Nothing in your entire inherited knowledge explains what you are looking at. What do? This moment happened. We know it happened. Modern humans migrated out of Africa into cold climates beginning around 70,000 years ago. For many of those groups, there would have been a first time. A specific day, a specific ridge, a specific group of people standing together seeing something completely outside their entire experience. The anthropologist Merlin studied how the human mind processes genuinely novel experiences, things with no precedent in memory, no category to file them into. His work argues that the ancient human mind was not a diminished version of ours. It was a fully functioning social brain built to encounter the unfamiliar. The response to genuine novelty in a social animal is almost always the same. The group clusters. Everyone looks to everyone else for signals. And slowly, carefully, they begin making sense of what is in front of them using only the tools they already have. The archaeologist Francesco De Rico has studied the capacity of ancient humans for analogical reasoning, and his research confirms that by 70,000 years ago, the human brain was fully capable of processing radical novelty through metaphor and social discussion. These were not minds overwhelmed by the unfamiliar, they were minds built to encounter it, name it, and pass that understanding to the people around them. Ancient humans without a concept of snow would have reached for the closest things they knew. White, cold, falls from the sky, disappears when touched. Ash from a fire, the white foam on fast water, morning frost that burns off in the sun. None of these analogies would have been right, but each gave the mind a handhold, a way to begin. But before any of that came the raw reaction, fear. Almost certainly. Fear is the correct first response when something completely outside your experience appears in a world where new things can kill you. The ground looks wrong. The trees look wrong. And then there is the silence. Fresh snowfall kills ambient sound completely. The landscape your group relied on for auditory warning of predators has gone suddenly, unnervingly quiet. A quiet landscape was not a safe landscape. It meant something had changed and you didn't know what. Then curiosity. Because curiosity is also survival. Someone reached out and touched it. Someone tasted it. Someone picked it up and watched it melt and tried to understand where it went. The primatologist Frans de Waal studied curiosity in great apes and found the same consistent pattern: hesitation, cautious approach, then direct physical investigation. Ancient humans would have been no different. And then play. Snow triggers play in every animal that encounters it. Wolves, ravens, dogs, primates, the slide, the throw, the roll. The catching of falling flakes on an open tongue. The way it compresses into a ball and then holds its shape triggers the play circuit directly and instinctively. It requires no instruction, no observation of others doing it first. The developmental psychologist Stuart Brown found this pattern repeated across dozens of species encountering snow for the first time. The body simply responds. The same group of people who were frozen in fear on a ridge 30 minutes earlier would have been, within the hour, pushing each other into snowdrifts and watching each other fall. The transition from fear to play in the face of genuine novelty is one of the most distinctly human behavioral sequences that exists. Fear first, then curiosity, then delight. Within generations of first contact, ancient humans developed sophisticated cold weather technology. Bone needles for sewing layered clothing, insulated shelters built from animal bone and hide, fat lamps for warmth and light in the long dark months. The mammoth hunters of the Eurasian steppe, operating in landscapes buried under meters of snow for half the year, were not cowering from the cold. They were thriving in it, hunting in it, building culture inside it. All of that mastery began somewhere, on a specific ridge with a specific group of people, seeing white for the first time and choosing to stay and figure it out rather than turn back. The linguistic anthropologist Daniel Everett found that new environmental features get named within hours of first contact. Someone on that ridge would have been the first in their lineage to say a sound that meant snow. By nightfall, around whatever fire they managed to build, the group would have had a name for it, a story about it, a theory about where it came from. The world below you is white. Tiny white pieces fall onto your hand and disappear before you can close your fingers around them. You look at the person beside you, they look back. Neither of you has a word for this yet, but by tonight, you will.